In a moment, we're going to be speaking to Mukhtar Sahota, but here's his latest track. Jhanjran there, and British music composer and producer Mukhtar Sahota is most well known for his association with the group Sahotas. Born into a musical family, Mukhtar plays multiple instruments, all of which are self-taught, and as the Sahotas, he's made 9 albums as well as toured the world and topped the Bhangra charts. But now he's back with his latest track. We've just heard Jhanjran, which also features Surjit Khan, and let's speak to the man himself. Welcome to the programme.
Well, thanks for having me, Talat. It's nice to be on your program.
Well, you're most welcome. So let's talk about this particular track then. Is it difficult each time when you want to create a new track to come up with something that's going to be quite catchy and people are going to go, take to?
Well, yeah, I mean, the whole creative process, sometimes it kind of flows quite easily. Then there's sometimes I'll be working on a track and it takes a little bit more time and effort. So it all depends really how a track comes together. I mean, with Jhanjran, it was this song I had sort of composed about a year ago, and I just wasn't getting the right vocal performance on this, and it didn't quite work out. And then it's only when I started working with Surjit, I did a single with him earlier this year as well. And I sent the demo to him. I said to Surjit, have a listen to this and see what you think. And he loved it from the minute he heard it. And he says, look, I'd love to be on the single. And once he did his vocal and I got the vocal back, I was really pleased with the outcome. And I thought this is exactly what I was looking for.
Well, I suppose it's never easy, isn't it, when I don't know, if you're a creative individual, then I suppose something will come to you eventually, but if you're not, and if you're someone like me, I'd sort of be constantly struggling. But when we have such a mix of music coming out and tracks coming out, and it's a very competitive industry, how much do you actually think about that when you're in the, production process? Do you worry about what's out there already, or do you pick elements of what's out there to add to your track?
Yeah, I think I've never really, throughout my career, even when with the Sahotas, when we were producing music back in the day, I think we've always kind of stuck to our own style, our own way of producing tracks. And I think I've carried that on ever since, really. I think you can get caught up in thinking, well, this is what's working today, or everybody seems to be doing this style of music, and I need to be doing the same thing. But what happens is you'll just get lost in that, and you need to kind of set your own sort of ground, basically. And I think it's those musicians, it's those music producers and singers that are still here today, the ones who have been doing their own style, basically. So I think creatively you need to kind of have your own style. It's really important.
Yeah. And Mukhtar, because as I mentioned in the introduction, you play a number of instruments. I mean, do you have one favorite that you feel that you need to feature in every track that you produce?
I think yes and no in a way. I mean, majority of the music, I mean, is mainly keyboards. That features in every song that I work on, and especially nowadays music anyway. Majority of the music producers will be using a keyboard in some way, or form. But I think guitar is an instrument that I love using in my stuff if it needs to, if the song requires guitar. But yeah, I mean, I play all kinds of instruments like tabla, tolak, tumbi, guitar, bass guitar, and so forth. But like I said, it all depends on the kind of music that I'm working on.
Okay. And I suppose, I don't know whether it's a silly question because you've just released something out already, but anything in the pipeline in the near future again?
Yeah. I mean, there's quite a few projects. I mean, I'm launching quite a few newcomers, as in singles. Then there's a lot of film music that I'm doing at the moment as well. I've just finished music for a Bollywood movie, and then there's a couple of Punjabi movies that are being released as well next year.
All right. Well, I wish we could talk more about those, but no doubt we shall catch up with you in the near future on our sister program, Destination, featuring Mukhtar in the near future. But thank you so much, Mukhtar, for joining us this evening.
No, thanks for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Take care now. Bye-bye.
And you. Bye-bye.